and welcome to the 2020 JA Piranha Pond Pitch Event. So my name's Ryan Venderlich. I'm the Student Enterprise Manager with Junior Achievement of Delaware, and I am thrilled and excited to have, I think last count I saw was about 46, 47 people with us today. So welcome everyone. Really excited to have everyone here. We have some exciting information that I'm going to be sharing here just in a few moments, but we're also going to have an opportunity for our students to be able to share more about their JA companies that they've been working on. So today, this is kind of our agenda. We're going to have kind of a, if you will, a intro to the program a little bit. I'm going to have an icebreaker that we're all going to get to participate in and have some fun with. I'm going to provide some general feedback around your pitches that you all were recording and submitting all last week. Then we're going to have an opportunity for up to 3 of our JA company programs actually present their pitch live in front of 3 of our special executive judges from Marlette Funding, which I'm going to provide a better introduction for here a little bit later. And then they're going to be able to provide some of their insights, some of their expertise, and what they've learned through their life around business with you all, and kind of share what you can look forward to for next steps. Of course, at the end of our presentation today, I will share what the pitch investments will be for each of your JA companies. And so I know that's probably what's most important to all of our students today, but I'm also just excited about the first portion of our program. For those of you who are maybe a little new to our program, or even for our students wondering exactly where you're at in the process of this program. So the first component is to conceptualize your idea. The next part is to capitalize, and that's where we're at here today. Then you go out and operate for the next 3 to 3.5 months, in which you'll sell products, you'll run a website. Hopefully, you'll get feedback from your customers and pivot or move in different directions based on where your customers are, hopefully pointing you. And then ultimately, you will liquidate those companies and compete at our end of year Barracuda Bowl competition, which will be held in mid to late April. First and foremost, I want to say a huge thank you to all of my educators, all of my volunteers, and all of my students. This year, I understand only to a certain degree how difficult and challenging it's been for all of you, going from hybrid or from remote learning to hybrid to in-person to managing all of those at once. And so I really appreciate all of you making sure you made this a priority and made sure that you take the time to commit your efforts to this program. I think it makes a huge impact on the students, but I also think I can't thank you enough for that support. Another huge thank you I need to express is to Marlette Funding and for their humongous amount of support that they've provided over the last several years, where they actually helped us to launch our JA Piranha Pond pitch events back in the 2017-2018 school year. So it comes 4 years around to give us now this fun icebreaker. So students, adults, I would love everyone to go to menti.com and enter the code here on your screen. And as you go ahead and get that set up, you can do that on your computer, you can do it on a cell phone, whatever's easiest for you. I'm going to go ahead and get that set up and presented. We're going to have a fun little game where you're going to, and if you're still looking for that code, it's right up here on the top of my screen. So 1349237. And I would love for you all to use one word to describe how you're feeling right now. It could maybe, I see excited is coming through a lot. You have 3 options or 3 slots, so you can feel free to add more words. You can feel free to just add one, whatever you feel like. But we're going to go ahead and spend just a little bit of time. We have 13 responses just to see kind of where we're all at today. I knew nervous would start growing a little bit. Optimistic, I like that. Happy, Fantastic. I do see some anxious and confused. Excellent, excellent. Well, thank you all for sharing that. Now for our next question here, it's going to be a little bit different. And I know at least for our adults, they may not be able to participate in this next question. But for our students, I definitely want you all to be able to do that. And I think if I move on to the second one there. What is your JA company asking for today? Or what did you already ask for in your JA pitch? It could be a specific dollar amount. It could be advertising support or marketing support. It could be for business relationships. And for this one, I do want you all to include exactly what that amount is. If you asked for money, excellent, excellent. I start seeing some answers populating. Excellent. Supplies, shipping, relationships, marketing. Fantastic, fantastic. Mentorship. And so part of the reason why I wanted to kick off our event today with this fun little tool that's all about trying to make engaging meetings and making, some fun ways in which your participants can, add their live, thoughts and ideas with you. And then you can actually see it kind of evolve as your participants are involved with, adding their ideas. It's a fun way to also, because I'll get all of this information afterwards to have. You could use this, students, for some of your marketing efforts. You could use it for engaging with your customers later on. This could be something you put onto your social media and try to get people to have fun and play around with asking these questions and answering them. But I also thought it would be fun to have us participate in this just to kind of kick off our event for today. So I appreciate everyone enjoying that and taking some time to have our icebreaker. With that being said, I am going to go ahead and continue along with our presentation. And so I know students, you all had submitted your pitches to me this very past Friday. We had a team of judges look over those pitches over the weekend and over this past week to provide their feedback, to give you scores, to really help you know where you made really, if you will, good steps and where you took the time to do the research, I like to say, and then go out there and talk about your ideas with other people, and then bring that back together and put your ideas in an organized way to be able to present that on video to all of our judges. So I really thank you for that. This is just some of the general pitch feedback that I accumulated from all of the pitches. But I also wanted to kind of point it out prior to those groups going live today. So be sure to maximize your allotted time. Now, that may not be able to be something you can adjust on the fly today, right now, but I would recommend, if you have 4 minutes, use 3 minutes and 55 seconds. You should be able to make sure you organize your ideas and thoughts so that you utilize all of that time. Another thing that, students, you don't think about this a lot, but maximize your eye contact. Even if you are not speaking, stare into that little eye camera hole and make sure you're looking right at that as your other colleagues are presenting their idea. It is very obvious when one of you decides to look off to the side or put your head down that you're just not interested, right? And that draws the judge's attention away. Make sure you talk about your customer and be very specific. Most products, can be sold to almost anyone. However, those products were not designed and created by selling to anyone. They were designed with a specific person in mind. Be specific with your ask. So I know we just asked that question. If you're asking for $400, I want to know exactly what that's going to do to benefit your company. Will it help you buy all of your raw materials and help pay for shipping? Or will it just give you your raw materials? Okay. So that's kind of in a nutshell, some general pitch feedback. I definitely want us to have more time to be able to go into our live pitches. And I know students, you're sitting there a little excited, a little nervous. But ultimately, I want you to see this as a great opportunity to, number one, get some great feedback from some really incredible business judges. Number two, be able to practice what you're going to have to be able to do come Barracuda Bowl time in April, which will be able to be, a live presentation virtually like this, where you're going to be presenting your idea and you're going to have to answer questions. On top of that, though, you're going to have to run a live PowerPoint. So it's kind of, you're going to do what I'm doing in a sense, where you're going to have slides that you're going to share, but you're also going to be talking to your judges. All of that being said, I want today to be kind of like practice. It's why I originally created this event, was I needed students to stand on stage, if you will, and present their idea, because the more you do it, the better you get, okay? So with our live pitches, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of go over what that is like, I will ask for all of the students of that company who are here with us today to have your cameras on. Give me a thumbs up on screen when you are ready to go. All the members can do that, or you can use the chat emotions on Zoom. You will have 4 minutes for your pitch. Judges will ask questions for approximately 5 minutes, okay? And then I'll ask all other participants of this event here today to turn off their video and to mute their lines so that we can see the students who are pitching front and center on our screen. Now, that being said, before we actually jump into those live pitches and students know who's going, I want to make sure we do a proper introduction of our executive judges here with Marlette Funding. So we are very fortunate and lucky to have Marlette Funding judges with us today. And Marlette Funding is the developer and operator of the Best Egg consumer lending platform, which is a Wilmington-based company that helps people achieve their goals and enjoy their lives. Jason Swift, who is Marlette Funding's Chief Operating Officer, has been a staunch supporter of Junior Achievements programs for years. Jason knows firsthand about the value of entrepreneurship, as he was a founding member of Marlette Funding, which was started 6 years ago in order to meet a void in the lending space. During his time with the company, they have lent out over $10 billion to customers. Our second guest judge today is Sabrina DeVito. Sabrina is the Chief Strategy Officer and the driving force behind countless consumer-focused initiatives, as well as Marlette's purpose and promise to help make their customers' lives easier. Finally, Rich Staler, General Manager of the Secured Loans and also a longtime supporter. Rich is also a founding member of the Marlette Funding team, and he actually has developed the very system that allows their customers to receive their funds today. These Marlette executives are proud to support JA of Delaware again this year and are excited to hear more about your companies. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into those live pitches. So again, I ask that students who are on the team in which I announce here shortly, please turn on your video, unmute yourself. And for all others, I ask that you please go ahead and turn off your video, mute your line, and respect the students as they make their presentation. Judges, you may stay on mute until the students close their pitch, and then you can go ahead and unmute yourself and ask questions. Do we have any questions from the judges before we begin?
All good, Ryan. Thank you.
Hello, Sabrina. Thank you. Mr. Swift.
Oh, good.
Mr.
Thanks.
Saylor, if you can also join. Excellent. And then as our students, I will give you about 10 seconds or so to get yourselves together and ready to pitch. I would like to ask, and if they are not here, I'm going to have to go right down our list of student companies, but I would like to ask Concord Cans to be our very first JA company program to present. So student representatives from Concord Cans, if you can turn your videos on. Students who are not part of Concord Cans, please turn your videos off. Excellent, excellent. We're getting there. All right. So, Juliana, do you mind turning off your camera, please? And if I could also ask my judges to turn on their videos, I would like them to be present as well. Excellent, excellent. And with that, I'm going to now go ahead and ask Concord Cans, if you are ready, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, unmute your line, and I'll let you go.
Good afternoon. My name is Olivia Ferrier.
My name is Sarah Redonda.
My name is Sam Steptoe, and we are here representing Concord High School in Wilmington, Delaware.
Today, we are here to present to you our junior achievement company, Concord Cans. The product we are here to discuss is CanX, a miniature-sized trash can for use in cars, homes, offices, and more.
It is our mission to encourage others to reduce litter in order to keep our environment clean by offering an affordable alternative to throwing away trash out into our environment.
The problem we strive to solve with CanX is the mass littering from cars. According to the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation, Pennsylvania spends upwards of 13 million annually to clean up roadside litter. This figure is similar in other states across the country.
Some of the most commonly littered items are gum, candy wrappers, tissues, and other smaller pieces of trash.
With the implementation of our product into cars, the numbers in these types of statistics would diminish significantly.
Along with helping the environment, our product is specifically designed to meet the needs of someone whose car lacks storage area for trash or just normal clutter.
The target market of our product is people who own cars and find it difficult to keep their cars clean due to the factors of everyday life.
Consumers should consider buying CanX over similar products from our competitors because our product is more affordable, compact, and has a clean, sleek design that will look great in any car while also providing the functionality one needs.
With that being said, we are committed to supporting our business and will supplement our budget by bootstrapping $22 from each employee to kickstart our business.
We are looking for $400 from the investors to help begin our journey in saving the roads from litter. These funds will provide for production and shipping costs. We ask for your help so we can do our part in saving the environment.
Our product creates a practical solution to a common problem that affects all drivers and car owners. With your investment, you too can be a part of this change, one mini trash can at a time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Judges, feel free to go ahead and ask any questions you have.
Sabrina, I think you're on mute.
I'm a little curious about, have you actually designed the product at this point? Like what the product design is actually going to look like?
So our product we're buying from a larger manufacturer, and it is like a cup-shaped design, but at the top it's kind of diamond shaped, so it looks really clean and sleek while in your car.
And is that how manufacturing will be handled as well then through a third party?
Yes.
Correct. Yep.
And what's the cost for you guys to purchase the cans?
It's going to be $278 a unit.
And do you have an idea at this point how much you're going to sell them for?
Yeah, we're going to be selling them $6 per unit and for a 2 for 10 deal as well.
Interesting.
Who do you guys think is your target audience? You talked about folks that have clutter in their car, but do you have a defined audience that you'll at least go after initially? And how are you going to market? How are you going to reach out to the consumer?
Many of us will be taking them home and sharing them with people we know. Target market is very much our friends. As you know, many teenagers have dirty cars. I am one included.
Right. So just like Sam said, a lot of teenagers have an issue with keeping their cars clean. So we're going to first start with marketing to our peers at school. And that's mainly going to be done through social media marketing since we're connected with a lot of those students.
Are your customers able to customize the can themselves? Can they have different colors or any type of lettering or imaging on the can?
So as of right now, We did a survey through all of our customers, and mainly everyone said black because it like blends in with any type of car or anything like that. If they wanted to purchase an order of like 50 or more, then they could get it customized to their specific needs of what they wanted, such as we were considering going to car dealerships in our local area and marketing it to them where they could put their logo on it and we could sell to them for them to sell to the people who buy the cars at their dealerships.
Good job, you guys. Great idea.
Great job, guys.
Thank you.
I'll sign up to take one.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you all. And Concord Cans, great job. Congratulations. And judges, appreciate those questions. First group done, off, check them down, right? It's always tough to go first, but I thought you all did a great job. So Concord Cans, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Up next, as we get our next JA company ready to go, I'm hopeful that I can welcome the Real Feel, also from Concord High School. And if they are not available to be with us today, just let me know via the chat. You can send me a quick message.
Unfortunately, the Real Feel, the students were not able to be here today.
Thank you, Ms. Amadipe. I appreciate you letting me know, and that's not a problem. I've gotten some emails already this morning about schedules changing and things to that nature. Can I ask for Succulent Blooms to join us? All right, and Succulent Blooms are out of Smyrna High School. So Succulent Blooms, are you all ready to go?
Yeah, we're ready.
All right, excellent. Well, the floor is yours.
Hi, I'm Adriana Campos. I'm the marketing of Succulent Blooms.
Hi, I'm James Mormon. I'm the president of Succulent Blooms.
Hi, I'm Olumuyiwa Salako. I'm the marketing executive of Succulent Blooms.
Okay. Succulent Blooms. Our company is called Succulent Blooms. Our product is succulent plants, bloomful wishes sent with love. Our mission, providing affordable, thoughtful succulent plants with messages that'll brighten anyone's day, to connect with people and make them feel special. Our problem is that people want to feel special and loved. How are we going to satisfy that problem? Our product does just that by being in a small package with a personalized message that'll make anyone feel special and loved.
Our target would be people from ages 16 to 80, mostly female and some male, all socioeconomic backgrounds and of no specific geographical location because items can be shipped. What makes our product better than our competitors would be that our prices are lower, as well as we are offering more personalized messages and choices of color for the message. And part of our proceeds will be given to the Read Aloud Delaware, which is a program that reads to preschool and beginning school age children to increase literacy.
We have received an anonymous donation of $100 with no investor's return. Each member of the business has agreed to put forth $10 each to our own business towards the business startup costs. Now, this is such a difficult time with distancing ourselves from one another. This gift will bring a smile to a face. These plants are easy to maintain and look great in any room. We feel as strongly about our vision that we have donated a portion of our proceeds to Read Aloud Delaware, a nonprofit organization that helps introduce literacy for children from ages 1 to 5. This sharing moment will never be forgotten.
Questions from the judges?
So first question, guys, for me is how are you going to be able to offer lower pricing than your competition?
How we're going to afford lower pricing from our competition is our shipping costs are going to be a lot lower than normal because we figured out a way to make our shipping costs lower. And the products that we use are much smaller, so the prices go down much more.
So what's your secret on your reduced shipping cost?
It's a secret. We figured it out by doing a lot of research, and we finally figured out. So, yeah.
How are you going to take orders?
Our orders were going to be local until our business expands. So we was going to probably, like, I don't know, probably talk to a neighbor or something, people that seem interested in plants, gardeners, maybe something like that.
So it'll be local, so you'll only be delivering locally.
Yeah.
How are you sourcing the succulents?
We ordered, I believe we had a partnership with Home Depot. And what it is they gave us a number of succulents and stuff like that. Yeah.
So are they contributing the plants?
Yeah, contributing, yeah.
At no cost?
Yeah.
And you know how many they're willing to contribute?
I believe 100.
Tell us a little bit about why you picked the charity, and is that something that was special to this particular group? Talk a little bit more about sharing some of the proceeds.
I believe that sharing the proceeds, it makes our business look better than some of our competitors, and also donating to a good cause. I feel like that's just like that's a genuine good thing to do. Yeah.
Who's going to actually write the inspirational messages or the messages that come with the succulents? Like, how are you going to handle that piece of it?
The customer it'll be optional. So say if we get, like, it's a gift for like a birthday, they want to like write happy birthday, a little heartfelt message to such and so, we'll write that down. But
okay.
It doesn't have to be a message every time. It's just optional.
Okay, I'm sorry. I think I misunderstood.
Have you guys thought of any opportunities to maybe upsell, whether it's specific personalization or add-ons to the product?
No, not yet. No.
Excellent, excellent. Judges, thank you for those tough questions. Students, great job. Some of those questions may be things you just need to think more about, right? Or put in the back parking lot, as I like to say, and come back to at a later date. But great job, really appreciate it. Succulent Blooms. I will say, I'll add on to that, they will have an online Square website that they will also be selling through as well once they get up and running. So Succulent Blooms, great job again. All right, so I believe we have enough time for one more of our JA companies. So I would like to invite, is Custom Athletics available? If members of Custom Athletics are available and can turn on their cameras, and if they are not available, I'm sure I'll hear from Mr. Easton.
Yeah, Ryan, we don't have the full team. We've got one on,
Okay.
One's got to leave when his brother gets out.
Just a moment.
Yeah, we get out in about 10 minutes.
Not a problem.
Olivia Platt, you can breathe. Blaze Moyer, you can breathe. Yeah, we usually add it just, we get out at 12:40. So.
Gotcha. Not a problem. All right. Well, then, no, you're good. Can I ask for Front Row Cinemas to join me? Are Front Row Cinemas available?
Front Row Cinemas has one member here.
Just one member today. Thank you, Miss Amadipe. How about Tutela?
I think we have the necessary members to present.
Okay, excellent, Garen. Thank you. You all just let me know once you are ready. Give me a thumbs up and I'll turn my video off, and then you will have 4 minutes to present your pitch.
Okay. Should be here just a few seconds.
Light on. Hey, Brian, can you spell that name for us while we're waiting?
Yes, Tutela.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, thank you, Garen. Alette, Lindsay, you guys are both ready? Perfect. All righty. Take it away.
Welcome. Hello, Piranha Pond judges. My name is Garen.
I am Alette.
I am Lindsay.
Our company is Tutela. In Latin, Tutela means protection and defense, which is the purpose of the product we are going to detail today.
The pandemic has brought awareness of pathogens all around us. When going outside for work, errands, or something else, people constantly touch other surfaces, mainly doors. One solution people came up with for this is to wear gloves when going outside. Personally, my family always wears disposable gloves when going out for errands, and we've even stocked up at least 4 full boxes of them for future use. When I went to get my senior pictures taken, I didn't wear gloves, so my dad opened all the doors for me since he was wearing gloves. It was inconvenient for both of us.
Unfortunately, the use of gloves brings up many problems. As someone uses disposable gloves often, they're contributing to the rapidly growing plastic problem, even if they're disposed of properly. If someone uses reusable gloves, they need to thoroughly wash them after every use, and this leads to increased water consumption via cleaning. We chose to look for a more convenient option and decided to make our product the open mist. It's more than just a mist. Here's our product.
Here's a picture of the product.
The open mist is a perfect tool to have when going outside during this pandemic. Our 2-in-1 hand sanitizer and door opener connected together that lets you in most stores without touching them, and you can clean your hands if touching is unavoidable. The durable carabiner keeps both parts in one piece. The spray hand sanitizer gives wide coverage in many uses, and the clean and minimal design of the door opener makes for convenient use. The small size of open mist is helpful for consumers because it can be easily placed in a bag or pocket. We decided to name it the open mist because of its nature of being able to open doors with a hood and sanitize your hands with a sanitizer if you choose. Our goal is to sell 100 products as a starter. The customizable nature of the sanitizer lets our product raise awareness about social issues and appeals to a socially aware audience. For example, to customize a hand sanitizer, we can include phrases such as diversity, LGBTQ+, and freedom, which will appeal to Generation Z.
Today, we are here to ask for a $300 loan in order to expand our current market share. We plan on scaling our business through the use of offering our product with more customizable features. Our company agreed to invest $20 per teammate, so we currently have $200 in capital. At the moment, the cost of buying our materials is a little over $300, not included in other costs such as shipping. In order to cover other expenses in our business, like assembling our product and reshipping our product back out to customers, a $300 loan would help cover the necessary expenses in the production and marketing of our product. Our product aims to keep our customers safe and healthy during this pandemic. Thank you for the time and have a great day.
Good job, you guys.
Judges?
And sorry, I think we were having some audio challenges. How are you actually marketing and distributing the product?
So at the moment, we're going to set up a Square account, or we have a Square website, and we're going to use that as our main marketing. And like we plug the website to personal friends and market it through Instagram accounts or social media accounts, and people will use that Square website to buy a product.
do you guys have a plan on how you're going to demonstrate how the product works, so consumers that maybe aren't familiar have an understanding on why it's important and why they should purchase it?
Website, it probably would be,
You can go ahead.
website, it probably would be possible to have a shoot or mobile video of demonstrating the properties of a product, and then like some credentials slash things like what the product, and then telling them why it is necessary or why they should use the product.
Does that answer your question?
I think what I gather from that is that you guys are planning on putting together a video available and hopefully be able to kind of demonstrate the functionality and the purpose.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We plan on when we get the product, when we have the product, record videos and put on the website and how it works.
Who's your competition?
So at the moment, I don't believe we have competition, or at least we haven't researched fully into other people making the same or similar products.
Have you guys, by chance, done a survey or reached out to your potential consumer to see if there's a desire for this product, or if we got any particular feedback on the product?
Yeah, we made a COVID survey of our product, and we sent it out to, we got about like 70 responses or so, detailing questions to the effect of, would you use this product? How much would you pay for? And we got like, people would pay for like around $10 to $15, maybe like a little less, around that market range. And there's a demand for it, and like 90% of the people said yes, they would buy it.
Did they indicate any other kind of feature functionality of the product that they would like to see? Different than what you guys were thinking about?
I don't think so.
Okay.
For the folks that replied in the survey that they'd be interested in purchasing, and this is what I'd feel comfortable paying, did you offer them an opportunity to purchase ahead of time and pre-order and start building up some of your sales?
No, we didn't have that in mind when we made it like a couple weeks ago and we sent it out. We didn't have that in mind at all.
When you guys started out, did you deliberately look for a product that would give a service to consumers, specific to the pandemic? And did you see an opportunity right away to capitalize on the needs of a consumer during the pandemic? Was that your goal from the start?
Well, when we first started out, we had a couple of ideas of what to do for this idea. We decided to go on the COVID one because we saw we had the most responses on that one, and we saw there was a market there, so we decided to do it with the hand sanitizer idea.
Good, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Excellent,
Good
excellent.
job.
Great job. Thank you, Tutela. Appreciate that. So we are right at 12:43, and although I would love to have every single JA company jump on here and pitch and present, we are running out of time. And so I want to make sure that we definitely spend some time with having our judges provide some of their feedback, some of their initial feedback, and then of course, just provide some insight and, advice, if you will, on what it is like running a business, what it takes to be successful in running that business, and maybe even, share some ideas or some thoughts around how you can best overcome challenges that will undoubtedly show up over these next several months and weeks as these students really launch these companies. So, at this point, I'd really love to have, Sabrina, Rich, and Jason kind of maybe take a moment to share for a couple minutes each, your thoughts and your advice and tips for the students, moving forward, while I go ahead and put together some of our final pitch results and details to share out right after.
Sure, I'll go first if you want me to. One, thank you guys. That was awesome. We really do love being a part of this. And it's exciting to see kind of the growth in the teams and the growth kind of year over year as we look at this. I think you guys were probably overall as, or if not more prepared and seemingly calm, although you may not feel it inside. I think you presented very well, and it came across very well. So the little thing I would just touch on is based on the question I just asked there was, one is, look at this as a learning process. I mean, some of you may have been extremely stressful, but this is just one of so many learning processes that you'll go through. And as you build this company, just continue to find opportunities to learn. And I think we believe kind of the best place for you to learn and pivot if you have to on your particular product or add things is from your consumers. So I think there's very low cost ways that you guys have available to you through surveys or any type of social media that you want to do to just constantly get feedback from your consumers and refine your product, refine your marketing, whatever you need to do based on feedback that they have of their likes, their wants, their needs, and learn from your consumers as much as possible.
I think that's really great advice, Jason. And I think overarching, the most important thing is to constantly be getting feedback and to ask yourself, what could we be doing better or differently to address that feedback? So I 100% concur with Jason's advice there. I think, first of all, I thought you guys did a fabulous job. I think actually, in terms of concepts, I found these concepts to be some of the more interesting concepts that we've seen over the years, which is pretty exciting for me personally. I do think when, in a business to some extent, because you are an extension of the marketing, your personal enthusiasm about the product will be part of your ability to sell. So ensure that the product that you pick is something you really believe in, that you as a person would value, and that you absolutely feel that you can improve people's lives by offering this product. And so just really don't dismiss the fact that you all are part of the marketing. And so your confidence and your enthusiasm will be an integral part, I think, of your success, especially since most of you are starting local and with your friends and family and your social networks and things like that. Let that just come across. That'll be infectious for other people.
And then just to echo what Sabrina and Jason said, I thought everyone did really, really well. This is, I think, my third or fourth year participating in this. And you folks definitely had a challenge being completely virtual, and something that is new for a lot of folks. So I thought that was really well done. But you also have challenges now in the pandemic of production, distribution, sales in the environment that we're in. So you guys will have to be creative and find ways to grow the product. One thing I'll say is make sure that you know your numbers, right? How much does it cost? How much can I sell it for? What's my margin? What am I putting away? What's the expectations from investors? Make sure you have that pretty lined up. And excitement and passion are critical. To echo what Sabrina said, make sure you folks are familiar and really have an excitement around what you're doing. It takes, I think, a special person to be an entrepreneur, and it's not easy to do this. So again, great job. Keep up the great work, and I'm excited to see how things progress.
Awesome. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate you taking the time to share those insights and expertise that you all have kind of garnered over your years of running businesses and working in teams. And I couldn't agree more that those were probably 3 of the best pieces of advice you students can take forward, right? At this point, you're in the spot where I love in entrepreneurship, where the decisions in which you make become that much more real. So when you make a decision on purchasing 100 of this raw material or 45 of these, you can't take that back anymore. And that's something though that gets me excited about entrepreneurship. It's where you will learn the most. It's where you'll still, 8 years later, you'll remember when you lost $1,000 because you purchased 600 hamburgers for an event that only had about 8 people who purchased or showed up to buy those hamburgers. So, that to me is what entrepreneurship is all about. It's things that you'll live with, you'll carry on into your next job or your next experience, whatever that may be. And ultimately, it's how you do that, in my opinion, that makes you a successful adult. So I'm super excited about that. Now, I know all of you are also excited to hear next steps and know more about, what's happening during. So even if your company did not pitch today, we have taken in the judges' scores, we have compiled that information, and JA will be providing you more information soon on what that looks like. But without further ado, I do want to go ahead and present those results for all of our JA companies. So up on the screen, you will see your JA company listed. You will also see what your ask was, specific to your recording or specific to what you presented today. Some of you, for instance, we need a little bit more information, and that's fine. You've done a lot of work. You've, in terms of about a month and a half, you've gotten prepared to present your idea in an organized way. So for those who asked for something specific and we have all of the information we need, you will see in bold that we're ready to make those deposits or provide you that secure advertising, if you will. For those students who are still needing to provide a product approval form or needing to provide JA a few more details, I will be back in touch with you via email and with your teacher so that you can specifically answer those questions and get your pitch funding as quickly as possible. I will also just in general follow up this event with an email to kind of share all of next steps, extra support that I'm providing, and things to that nature. I do just want to also share that next steps will include JA of Delaware, if we have not already, setting up a Square account for your JA company. You have, in this sense, by nature of going from 12 o'clock to 12:52, you have gone from capitalizing your company to now operations. And this is the part that I get super excited about. You're now going to make money. And this is where your hard work, your keeping your ears open to your customers will have an impact on your bottom line. So I recommend definitely take advantage of that. And then last and certainly not least, I've been busy this past fall, basically building out a Square website, which you can click on that link and visit right now. It's live, where my goal and my hope was that I would be able to create a marketplace for all of our JA companies to live on and be hyperlinked to. So currently, we have one JA company at the high school level that already has their Square site up and running. That's 302 Jars of Joy from down in Kent County. So that website's up and live. As you all get your companies established and ready to go, I will keep making those updates and changes. And then I, from JA of Delaware, will keep promoting and pushing this out, especially during our holiday season time. So I will try to do my best to get as many people's eyes on your products, supporting you all across the state of Delaware at the very least, and probably some people back in West Virginia where I grew up. But please feel free to go to that link. I'm just excited. And of course, last and certainly not least, thank you to all of our students, all of our judges. Thank you to Jason. Thank you to Rich. Thank you to all of our Marlette funding people. I really, really appreciate you. Sabrina, I didn't want to forget you there. I just can't thank you enough for this support you've provided to all of our students, to this program, and I'm really excited about what those next steps will look like. So students, teachers, everyone, I will give you 5 minutes back to your day, but thank you all so much for this wonderful event. I wish you the best of luck in your next steps. And then of course, I'll be in touch with each of you on those next steps and how we can get you all set up ready to go. So thank you all and have a great rest of your day.